I'm going to show you how to do a symbol inside of a symbol to loop an object. I'm going to draw a car and have the wheel spinning at the same time the car moves. So the biggest problem with this is anytime you want either a character or a car, you want multiple things animating at the same time on an object, they all have to be on separate layers. That can kind of be a pain if you're trying to move the car at the same time or move the legs at the same time as he's moving to one direction. So I'm going to do a car. So I'm going to select this car and just convert it to a symbol. So I just selected it, convert to symbol by right mouse clicking, name it car. And for this I think I'm going to use graphic because it shows it a little bit better this way. Click OK. And then I'm going to go inside the symbol because right now if I were to animate this car and insert a keyframe and have it move across the scene, that part's fine, but I want to make wheels turn while it's going across, and I don't want to put extra layers in here because then I have to have the wheel spinning and move it across the screen, and that just kind of is a pain. You can do it, but it's kind of a pain. So instead I'm going to go inside that symbol. So I'm on that beginning. If I just double click, that will now send me inside my car, and you'll notice I have kind of a new timeline out here. To get out of that symbol, I just click back out here on scene. To get in, double click, or you can also, to get back out, double click out this way. So once you go inside of a symbol, it gets you a whole new set of timeline. You can do a symbol inside of a symbol. So now what I can do is I can set this up. So I'm going to just name this body, the body of my car, create a new layer, and name this wheel 1. Because I'm going to have 2 wheels. So let me design the wheel real quick. So I'll go ahead and just grab a couple things. So I'm just going to draw 1 tire. And when you draw something like this, I want it to rotate. So it's probably a good idea that I put something in there that'll actually show the rotation. Because if it's just a solid shape, it's not going to, you're not going to see any of the rotation. So tread, I'm going to slightly off center my center point here. Maybe put some lug nuts in there to kind of make it stick out so I can actually kind of see that in there. So I'm just putting circles for those lug nuts. Okay, so I've got my tire designed, drawn on there. I'm going to go ahead and just select that whole thing, convert that into a symbol, name that wheel, and I'll go ahead and just place that where I want it to go. So now I've got that wheel in there, and the only thing I need to do inside this symbol is basically give it a spin. So I'll go ahead and go out to about frame 15, insert a keyframe. I want the car to show up too. Insert a frame on that. And to animate that tire, I'll just go ahead and right mouse click, add a motion tween, and then go ahead and in that motion tween area I can just select up there, go do a rotation down here to clockwise, and that will rotate. Now the nice thing about this is because it's a symbol inside of a symbol, where you've got a layer in here, what will happen is this will go to the end here and then it'll loop and then just play again. So if it starts and ends at the same spot, it won't really look like it's missed anything. So that'll keep looping while I come back out into here into my scene. I can now watch my car go and see that tire go at the same time. And if I test my scene, maybe I'll check it out there too. So it's going in there, testing my scene. It's going a little fast, and that's where I kind of see in that jagged jump. So I might want to insert some frames to slow that down a little bit. If I want to do the other tire, just double click back inside there, create a new layer, and I'll go to my library and just drag that same wheel out onto that layer, position that, insert a keyframe. I just right mouse clicked, insert a motion tween, and insert my rotation of clockwise once. And now, so those will just kind of spin exactly the same out here. I'll extend that out a little bit. And now I get my car moving along, and you see my wheels spinning. So that's symbol inside of symbol. You can get as extensive as if you're doing a person. You could do all the arms, legs, and the main thing you just have to remember is all those things need to be on a separate layer. So we could do somebody walking. It's definitely a little bit more intense, and you have to play with the pivot point as well. But that's a symbol inside of a symbol.